Lightweight, baby!
Hey, how's it going? This is Danny from Made of Metal, aka Britain's strongest drummer, and welcome to this video that is previewing the OSG Official Strongman Games World Championships 2023. Now, I have already done a video specifically looking at the under 80kg and the under 90kg men, so if you haven't watched that video yet and you are interested in those classes, do check it out. This video, I'm going to be concentrating on the under 64kg and under 73kg women. This is a channel all about lightweight strongman and strongwoman, so we're concentrating on the lightweight classes. The Official Strongman Games World Championships 2023 will be taking place at its new home, the Charleston Coliseum in West Virginia, from December the 1st to December the 3rd. Athletes will be taking part in 2 events each day, but only the top 10 from each weight class will progress to the final 2 events on day 3 to fight it out for the title of world champion of their respective weight class. And you can watch all of the action on OfficialStrongman.com. So we'll very quickly whip through the events that make up this World Championships. I'm not going to list the weights for each individual event. All that information is available on www.strongman.games. So facing the athletes on day 1, we have the overhead event, the overhead medley. It is 4 implements facing the athletes that have to be pressed in order, a time limit of 60 seconds. We start with an axle barbell on wagon wheels, into a circus dumbbell, into a yoke, an anchor yoke with a curved base, finishing off with a block press. Then we have the sticks and stone carry, where athletes will carry a timber frame down a course of 50 feet. Then they will pick up stones by the handles and carry those 25 feet. On day 2, to kick things off, we have a deadlift ladder. It is 5 barbells getting progressively heavier in weight. Athletes will attempt to lift these in the fastest time. There is a 60-second time limit. Then we have the Go Ruck Survival Challenge. Wearing a weighted backpack, athletes will carry a stone-shaped sandbag down a 50-foot track, load that bag into a sled, run back, pick up a tombstone-shaped sandbag, carry that 50 feet, load it into the sled. When both implements are loaded, the athletes will then carry the sled back 50 feet with the front of the sled breaking the line. The first event making up the final day is the bag toss, where athletes will have a series of 6 bags getting increasingly heavier. They have to throw over a crossbar with a time limit of 60 seconds. And finishing off the competition in true strongwoman fashion, we have a stone series, a 6-stone run. As the stones get heavier, the platforms that the athletes are loading to get lower. Now, as with my other video, it will be impossible to mention every single athlete and highlight all the amazing things that they have done in their strongwoman career. But that doesn't mean if I don't mention you by name, I don't think you're going to perform well at this World Championships. Also, it should be noted that I am working from the list of athletes that was posted up on the Official Strongman Games website as of the 14th of November, so some of these names may be liable to change, but here's hoping that everybody gets to the games healthy, happy and ready to go. So let's start with the under 64kg weight class, and we have to talk about the woman that has been top of the tree for so many years now, just been so dominant, so consistent, Rhiannon Lovelace. It's almost impossible to look beyond anyone other than Rhiannon Lovelace sitting atop that podium come the end of the weekend, but it's not going to be a walk in the park. Even though Rhiannon absolutely aced the OSG European Championships earlier this year, if we look back to the performance at the Official Strongman Games World Championships 2022, there were 1 or 2 events where Rhiannon landed just outside the top 5. However, knowing Rhiannon as an athlete, I know she would have spent a long time ironing out any minor weaknesses to make sure that doesn't happen this time around. One of the athletes that I expect to challenge Rhiannon over the course of the weekend is the woman who challenged her at the Official Strongman Games European Championships. Kate Connolly. Kate did amazingly well to keep up with Rhiannon the way she did at the European Championships, and she is an absolute powerhouse overhead, so I'm especially looking forward to seeing her on that overhead medley. Holly McRae is returning to the competition after placing third last year, and she had an amazing run at the stone run last year, being one of only 3 women to actually complete all 6 stones, the other 2 being Rhiannon Lovelace and Kira Rickson, who unfortunately is unable to compete this year. Injury has also hit another athlete that I was looking forward to seeing perform over the course of the official Strongman Games World Championships, in the form of Alessandra Managlio. She ended up third at the OSG European Championships and was looking really strong going into this, but unfortunately a bicep tendon injury has been causing her troubles. However, looking at her social media, she does seem to be steadily improving. She was one of the only athletes to trouble Rhiannon Lovelace on the deadlift ladder at the European Championship. She came second and was a good 10 seconds ahead of the athlete that came in third on that event. So she is a tremendous deadlifter, and I'm hoping that she's able to perform as well as she would like to on that deadlift ladder. Definitely someone to look out for. And while you're watching the under 64 kilogram ladies do their thing, keep a keen eye on Christine Panda Matthews, Meg Latta, Tony Verrecchio and Taylor Woods, who have all been extended invitations to next year's Chaos Classic under 64 kilogram invitational. And knowing the caliber of athletes that were over for the under 90 kilogram men's competition, invitations to this competition are not extended lightly. In the under 73 kilogram weight class, we only have 5 of the ladies that made the final in 2022 returning for 2023, and only one of those 5 made the podium last year in Emily Naismith, which I think makes this year's final wide open. It's a very US Canadian dominated class in this year's competition, so domestic hopes are firmly pinned on British athlete Chloe Brennan, who has had an amazing year, taking first place in the OSG European Championships and first place in the first ever under 73 kilogram UKNS World Championships. Now, she didn't actually make the final last year, despite one of her standout moments in Strongwoman being her amazing car walk from a couple of years ago. So she will definitely be looking to come in, make a statement, make the final and make it to that podium. So I make these videos for fun. I don't make these videos from any point of authority. I don't make these videos because I think I know more than someone else. I love the sport, I love watching the sport, and I love learning about the sport and the athletes within the sport the more I watch. I said in my other video, the under 80 kilogram and the under 90 kilogram men, that of the 2 classes I was less familiar with the under 90s. It goes the same with the under 64s and the under 73s. I am less familiar with the under 73 ladies, so I am going to be watching all 4 weight classes that I talked about with a keen eye, just to see which athletes stand out, make their mark, make those moments that we talk about, like Chloe Brennan's yoke walk, like Rhiannon Lovelace on the deadlift ladder, those moments that just stand the test of time, Rich Panganaban's stone. So many moments, so many standout moments in lightweight strongman, strongwoman. You guys and girls that are competing, this is your opportunity to make your own. I can't wait. I know you're all going to be fantastic. Bring it. So with that said, let's talk about predictions. I think it's pretty cut and dry that Rhiannon Lovelace is winning the under 64 kilogram class. I have yet to see her troubled in a competition where she's not competing with open weight athletes. That seems to be the time when she is pushed most. When she's competing within her own weight class, she's untouchable and has been for quite some time. So Rhiannon's going to take the win. I think Kate Connolly is going to take second place and Holly McRae is going to take third, though those may be interchangeable. Yeah, there we go. Rhiannon, Kate and Holly is my prediction for the under 64s. And in the under 73 kilogram weight class, I can see Emily Naismith improving on her podium position from last year. But outside of that, I don't really feel comfortable or confident making any further predictions. I mean, Hannah Brock, who won the competition last year, isn't returning. Rachel Greathead, who made the podium at the OSG European Championships, she's not competing. So I would just be picking names at random, and that's not fair on the ladies that are competing. So, as I say, last year I made a video specifically and solely concentrating on the under 80 kilogram men. So I'm kind of stepping out of my comfort zone, talking about other weight classes, because I've been so focused on that class because that's the class I often compete in. That be gentle. However, those who are far more educated than me, leave your predictions below and tell me who I need to keep an eye on over the course of the weekend, because I can't wait. And just through this wonderful sport and making these videos, which I've been doing for almost a couple of years now, I know a lot of people that are going to be competing over the course of the weekend that are in classes that I've not covered in either this video or my other video. So I just want to say good luck to everyone I know that's competing, specifically Naomi Hadley, Europe's strongest master. I've mentioned you in a video now. So if you haven't checked out the other video covering the under 80 kilogram, the under 90 kilogram men, you can find it here. But if you've enjoyed this video or the other video, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. It all helps. I have been Danny from Made of Metal, aka Britain's Strongest Drummer, and I will see you very soon with an OSG World Championships recap.